And how about those Devils? How about those Devils?
How about those Devils? Welcome back, Devils fans. It is your host, Ace, here on Running with the Devils, where we are talking New Jersey Devils hockey all year long. Please hit that subscribe button, smash the like, share with a friend. Thank you very much. Oh, and we needed this one, guys. We needed this one oh so badly. I must ask, I must know.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? Your New Jersey Devils coming back to the Rock. Jacques Lemaire, Ring of Honor night, hockey royalty in the building, needing the 2 points, needing to leave a lasting positive impression on the legends of yesteryear, and your New Jersey Devils take down the Boston Bruins by a score of 5-1. And we needed it, guys. We absolutely needed this one. Beautiful ceremony for Coach Jacques Lemaire. I was in the building at the Rock. Anytime there's something like this for the old school guys, you know your boy Ace has got to be there. And it did not disappoint. I mean, it's not as elaborate as the jersey retirement ceremonies, but it was very nice. They had all the players on the ice. They showed the little video. Jacques talked for a few minutes, and it was overall a great ceremony, and it was followed up by an amazing performance by your New Jersey Devils. Absolutely needed this one. Lots to get to. Let's get to the game. First period, Bratt tries to make a pass in the D zone, and former New Jersey Devil Pavel Zacha intercepts it, makes a beautiful move to toe drag around Bratter, gets the puck to Pasternak, and Pasternak slings it across the ice to Geekie, and Geekie blasted in past Markstrom at 5:50, giving the Bruins the 1-0 lead, and once again, a former New Jersey Devil making a massive play. Zacha picks off the pass, goes around Bratt, gets it to Pasta. Pasta throws it across. Geekie hammers it. Bruins up early, 1-0, and at this point, I am feeling disgusted in my seat at the Rock. I said, oh boy, are we going to lay an egg in front of Jacques and all the royalty in the building? Please don't let this be one of those nights. And I had a nauseating feeling. First period ends 1-0 Bruins. Devils outshot the Bruins 12-5 in the period, but the Bruins got the chance that mattered, and they made the most of it. 1-0 after one. We head to the second, and I was like, please let us break out of this funk. And it didn't take too long. Timo throws the puck towards the net. It's bouncing around in the slot, and Mercer just turns around and whacks it into the net at 1:24. Dawson Mercer's 11th of the season from Timomeier, tying the game at 1. And now hope is restored. I'm like, all right, the boys are back. We tied this thing up. Got to keep pushing. Got to keep going. And it didn't take much longer after that to add another one. A few minutes later, Devils working it around on the power play. Bratt passes across the ice to Dougie in the circle, and he hammers one past Swayman at 4:12. Dougie's 7th of the season on the power play from Bratt and Nico, giving the Devils the 2-1 lead. And now I'm like, oh boy, I forget what it feels like to play a hockey game with the lead. Devils up 2-1 at 4:12, and they weren't done. Oh, they were just getting started. Late in the period, Devils on the power play again. Jacques gets it to Nico. Nico shoots the puck towards the net, hits Zadorov's skate, and comes to Noesen down low. And Stefan Noesen, the junkyard dog, finishing the chance right on the doorstep. Welcome back, Stefan Noesen. His 18th of the season on the power play from Nico and Jacques at 16:01 gives the Devils a 3-1 lead. And, guys, what more can I say about Stefan Noesen, guys? I was jacked up when we got him in the summer. He's outperformed any and all expectations, and we really felt his absence those last few games or a couple games, whatever it was, that he missed with the norovirus. We really missed him. He's parked down low in his office in front of the net. He's been doing damage all season long. Was already at a career high in goals like a few weeks ago. I believe it was before the halfway point of the season, and this guy has just been a menace to the opposition all season long. Again, does everything. Love the guy. These are the types of guys you need to win games consistently in this league and in the playoffs. I hope we get to the playoffs to see Stefan Noesen playoff edition, because I think he is going to be a warrior. But he gives the Devils a 3-1 lead at 16:01, and the Devils weren't done yet for this miraculous second period. Dowling chasing down a loose puck. It gets away from him and gets behind the Bruins net. The Bruins kind of mishandle it. Timo swoops in, gets the puck, gets it back to Dowling. Dowling finds Mercer in front of the net, and he one times went past Swayman for his 12th of the season at 16-13, giving the Devils the 4-1 lead. Mercer from Dowling and Timomeier. Wow, Devils up 4-1. I'm like, now I could breathe. 4-1 late in the second. I was confident, like, the Devils are not going to blow this game. Not blowing a 3-goal lead this late in the game. And second period ends. Devils up 4-1. What a period. One of the strongest periods for the Devils on the season. A 4-goal explosion. 2 at 5-on-5 and 2 on the power play. And what a period. If only they could play that strong every period. But Devils head to the third with a beautiful 4-1 lead. Devils on the power play late in the third. Dougie rips one from the point, and Nico deflects it down low in front of the net for his 23rd of the season from Dougie Hamilton at 13:32, giving the Devils the 5-1 lead.
He's pretty, and he lives in Jersey City, number 13,
Nicohischier, the captain, with a strong outing on the night. That is how the game would end. Your New Jersey Devils winning by a score of 5-1, and we needed this so bad. I'm going to get to all the other stuff. I mean, we're not out of the woods just yet. It just feels so good to win the game because of how bad we've been. 2-6-3 in the last 11. Obviously not getting it done. We desperately needed the win, and we got it. And it was a team effort. Nicohischier with a goal and 2 assists for 3 points. Timomeier with 2 assists for 2 points. And, wow, Dawson Mercer, obviously, with his 2 goals. 2 points on the evening. And the line juggling worked, guys. What can we say? The line juggling worked. A couple days ago at practice, we saw some very interesting line combinations. I think a lot of people were shocked. Definitely not what I would have picked for the lines. But I said, when I saw them, people were like, what do you think? What do you think? And I was like, listen, they're not the lines I would have picked. A little stunned as many were. I said, I will reserve judgment until after the game. Let's see how this looks in gameplay. And then the lines got changed a little bit again because Palat, I believe, is sick, was not able to play. So Palat out of the lineup. So Paul Cotter gets called up to the Jacques Hughes line. And we see Timo with Mercer and Dowling on the third. And they seem to have something going. I think the line juggling, if nobody else benefited from it, it seems like Dawson Mercer has been the beneficiary of playing with Timo. And maybe it's the same for Timo. I mean, that third line looked great. They had our 2 even-strength goals on the evening. The other 3 all coming on the power play. So I left out one of the major plot lines of the game because I wanted to talk about it at the end. And in the second period, off a sort of fluke incident, a Bruin wipes out and slides into Markey, and he hits his leg awkwardly. And, wow, Markey leaves the game. Jake Allen has to come in relief. Shout out to Jake Allen, who played a stellar game. But Justin Brazeau, I don't know, of the Bruins, crashes into Markey. He leaves the game. And obviously this is a devastating loss to your New Jersey Devils. Markey has been the team MVP thus far, and losing him for any sort of significant time would really suck. Part of the reason the Devils were so confident in Jake Allen as the 1B tandem guy, I think, is because of his experience, and he's been in the league forever, and they feel like he could carry the load in a situation like this. We obviously have no idea what the extent of Markey's injury is as of yet. I believe they said we'll get a status update tomorrow, but he will be getting an MRI, and so I fully expect what we hear, or whenever we hear, about the Markstrom injury, it will be something along the lines of lower body injury and that he is week to week. That's fully what I am expecting the report to be. And who knows? I mean, there could be a tear, the ACL, MCL, sprains. There's so many different things. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, and hopefully he doesn't miss too much time because he's obviously one of the most important pieces of this team. And like I said, hopefully Jake Allen could stand tall in his absence, and we have to wait and hold our breaths to see what the verdict is on the Markstrom injury. Hope it's nothing too bad, and hope he gets back in there as soon as possible. It's really unfortunate. You know, obviously a big part of the reason the season got derailed last year was because of injuries to our top 6. And here we are the following season now with an injury to our Vezina caliber goaltender. It really sucks. It is depressing. The only thing that I will find some sort of comfort or relief in is the fact that he was able to skate off on his own and was putting weight on it. And so, you know, I guess it still could be bad, but I'm hoping it's not that disastrous. Hope to see Markstrom back in there as soon as possible. And in the meantime, it's your net, Jake Allen. Let's see what you do with it. And his first start is going to be Saturday night back in Montreal against the Canadiens, his former club. And hopefully he stands on his head and wills the New Jersey Devils to another victory that they so desperately need. And now to the overarching theme of this, obviously the Devils needed the 2 points. But I am not fully, sold yet, if you will. I am still super hesitant on what I think the team either needs to do or what the outlook is going forward, because in the end, the stretch has been terrible and one game's not going to fix all that. Let me do the game stats real quick. Bruins, 23 shots on goal, Devils with 35. Just a couple games ago against the Flyers, we registered 13 shots in the entire game. Love to see 30-plus shots, and the Devils got 35 tonight. Face-offs, exactly 50% for the Bruins and 50% for the Devils. Bruins 0 for 3 on the power play. That is a beautiful 3 for 3 penalty kill for your New Jersey Devils. Love to see that. And the Devils' power play was hot last night. 3 for 7, 42.9% on the power play, and essentially was the big difference of the game. I mean, yes, the Devils outscored them 2-1 at even strength, but the 3 power play goals really kind of put the nail in the coffin for the Bruins. And anytime the power play is running like that, which we've seen, Devils have a great chance to win. But on nights when that power play goes cold, sometimes it gets ugly relying on 5-on-5 offense. I think that's something the Devils still need to work on. Again, 2 goals at even strength is not super encouraging. I am being optimistic about the whole thing, but, you got to be realistic. You need to generate 5-on-5. 2 goals is not a ton. We look at the hits, 11 for the Bruins and 11 for the Devils. And again, this is one that, I'm not trying to be super nitpicky and complain after a win. I would have taken a win in any fashion last night whatsoever, regardless of the score, how the goals were scored, anything about it. It was just get a win, and they got it. But now when you sit back and really look, 11 hits, a lot of you have talked to me about this in the past few weeks because you guys all know I'm a big proponent of it. Heavier, edgier, more violent must come out to play. And we saw little stretches of it earlier on in the season where the guys were embracing that physical grind game and smashing guys all game long. And then there's games where it's like, oh, today's a non-contact game and no one's going to hit. 11 hits. I'm thankful for this 5-1 win. Do not get me wrong. I am jacked up about the win, and I hope they build on this and we go to Montreal and crush the Canadiens. But 11 hits is a little discouraging. That is not going to get it done in the playoffs. As we roll further on into the regular season in the playoff drive of February and March, when all these Eastern Conference teams are clawing to try to get into a wild card spot or win their division, whatever it is. But there's going to be so many teams looking to improve their situation, and they're going to be playing desperate hockey. And a lot of these teams, with desperation hockey, comes the physicality and the what I call pre-playoff warfare. 11 hits, you're not getting ready. You're not getting ready for the battle at all. And I feel like this team, if they think they're just going to kind of coast through the regular season and then flip the switch to be intense in the playoffs, it's not going to happen. There's teams like the Florida Panthers that are embracing the physicality battles all season long, and that's why they have the success that they have had over the past couple seasons. They're doing it every single night. I want to see more hits out of this team. 11's nowhere near enough. I hope we see a lot more in the games to follow because, like I said, that's not getting it done. Bruins, 19 block shots. Devils with 17 block shots. Bruins with 19 giveaways. Devils with 12 giveaways. Bruins with 3 takeaways. And the Devils with 3 takeaways. And wow, guys. Big win. Huge ceremony before. Legends all in the building. Love to see it. Wow. I just love those old guys. It's just such nostalgia overload. And as I get older, I start to appreciate those teams more and more. I appreciated them at the time, and I knew what I was witnessing was amazing. But when you get older and you see, for the past decade or so that the Devils have been pretty bad, aside from Taylor Hall dragging them to the playoffs in 2017-18 before the Lightning crushed us in 5 in the first round, and then the other playoff appearance that many of you or most of you watching this know that one, much more recent, 22-23, franchise record-setting season. The boys go to the playoffs, beat the Rangers in that beautiful 7-game series in the first round before ultimately getting crushed by the Carolina Hurricanes in round 2. It's been a pretty dark decade for the New Jersey Devils. And when you go through dark times like this, it really makes the good times that much more special because you see how truly amazing those dynasty years were. The Devils were a perennial playoff contender and a threat every single year. Every single year, you're like, these guys are going to go to the playoffs. It's a question of how far are they going to go. Can they be a real contender? But they're going to the playoffs. And once they're in, they're dangerous. And it as the years go by, you're like, it really was something to witness that. And for all you old school Devils fans watching, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But amazing to see all those guys. I had the good fortune, thanks to a couple buddies of mine, to attend a VIP dinner the night before the Jacques Lemaire Ring of Honor night, and it was Dine with the Devils, Jacques Lemaire Ring of Honor edition. All the legends were there. I was able to talk to a bunch of them. Jacques talked for a little bit at the event, and I did a little vlog video on that. So if you haven't seen it, check that out. I'll put the link in the description for that. A lot of you old school fans will certainly appreciate that, and maybe some of the newer fans will like to learn a little bit. But great time. Check out that video. And seeing all the guys at the arena before the game, it was amazing, and the Devils had to respond. They did, and a big 5-1 win. You know, now it's just waiting for Markstrom, man. Good vibes with Marky. Hopefully he's not too injured. Hopefully he's feeling good and he's back soon. But what a game. What a game for your New Jersey Devils to snap out of this funk, at least temporarily. Again, overall, I'm still very concerned. Now we're 3-6-3 in our last 12, which is still god-awful. But I'm happy that we got on the right foot. It was a win we needed. And now we continue on with the season to see what these guys are made of. I think Sheldon Keefe will likely keep these new lines intact, at least for a little bit. I think it'd be crazy to move away from it. And we'll just see. Hopefully the 5-on-5 improves a little bit. We can start scoring a little bit more, but the boys needed this, especially to score all the goals with the drought we've been on. Those Flyers and Senators games with 1 goal apiece, and we got 5. I love it. But let me know what you thought about this game in the comments. Let me know what you thought about the ceremony or any of the legends back in the building. I'm sure a lot of you were super jacked up about it like I was. And, wow, this is just what the doctor ordered for this club. Big win. Got to keep building on it. And hopefully our boy Marky comes back. But anything, everything Devils hockey, throw it out there in the comments. I enjoy talking to all of you. It's been a wild few weeks. The special projects division of Running with the Devils is working overtime, working on a lot of cool stuff to bring to you guys. There's still a lot of barriers in my way with certain projects I want to get done, but hopefully perseverance and patience. Patience is not something I'm great with, but hopefully all in due time, a lot of the things that I'm trying to accomplish can come to fruition, and I can share them all with you. But in the meantime, I'm working on tons of things. They'll be coming out soon. Look for a vlog from this game, probably either tonight or tomorrow morning. I'll be putting out a vlog from this game with a bunch of cool stuff from in the arena. What else? I'm trying to just think here. Oh, shout out to everybody who came to the post-game live. If you're not familiar, I do a post-game show after every game, after the MSG broadcast goes off the air. So once Sheldon Keefe or whoever's done talking and they go off the air, then I jump on, I talk to everybody, I put up your comments, we go back and forth. We either celebrate the wins or commiserate over the losses. And there's been a lot of commiseration lately. I look forward to getting back to regular victory celebrations, because victory vodka tastes much better than loser beverages. And shout out to all of you that I met at the game. I met a bunch of you before, during the game, in various parts of the arena. I'm bad with names, so unfortunately I can't remember your names to give you guys a shout out, but you know who you are. Appreciate all of you. I thank you so much for watching. It's been a fun ride. The channel's been a fun ride. It's awesome meeting you guys in person, so thank you for that. I'll be back soon. There's a lot going on, a lot in this crazy brain of mine. And wow, what a night. What a night. Thank you all for watching. I love you all. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. Until next time, friends, let's go